appears once in a day of Brahma. And so he appears many times in the lifetime of Brahma. And he appears in his original transcendental form. So, only 5,000 years ago, Krishna appeared. During the 7th Manu, there were 14 Manus in one day of Brahma. The 7th Brahma is Vaivasvata Manu. And he appears in the 28th cycle of 4 yugas during the during the lifespan of Manu. Okay, so Krishna's appearance is transcendental and mysterious. Janma karma chame divyam ivam yoveti tatvata tyakvateham punarjanma naitimam eti sarjana. Krishna says, one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So understanding Krishna's janma and karma, his appearance and his transcendental activities, will liberate a person from the cycle of birth and death. So therefore you see why we say that this Janmashtami is the most holiest day of the year, because if we simply pay oral attention, meaning listening with our ears, to the glorious appearance and pastimes of the Lord, it can liberate us from the whole cycle of birth and death. So it's worth listening to. It's worth celebrating. There's fasting all day until midnight. So from evening, the previous day, all the way up till midnight the next day, we have fasting, and we break the fast at after 12 o'clock. There's arti at 12 o'clock, midnight. That's when Krishna appeared. And it says, Eko devo nitya vilanurakto bhakta vyapi hridaya antar atma. This is from the Purusha Bodhini Upanishad. And it says that the one Supreme Personality of Godhead is eternally engaged in many, many transcendental forms in relationships with his unalloyed devotees. So, to understand this means that we are on a fast track to end the cycle of birth and death and go back to the spiritual world where we belong, where we came from in the first place, but we made some bad choices and we decided to separate ourselves from Krishna. But it's possible to go back by this process of Krishna consciousness. One can attain the perfect stage of liberation from birth and death simply by knowing the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And there's no other way to achieve this perfection. This is the Svitasvatara Upanishad, 3rd chapter, 8th verse. There's no other alternative means that anyone who, in other words, that there is no alternative means that anyone who does not understand Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so anyone who does not understand Krishna is in a mode of ignorance. And consequently, he or she will not attain salvation simply, so to speak, by licking the outer surface of the bottle of honey or by interpreting the Bhagavad Gita according to mundane scholarship. So, Bhagavad Gita should be accepted as it is. It is the ultimate treatise, how to end the cycle of birth and death and go back to Godhead. That's the whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita. And the example is Arjuna. He was confused. He didn't understand what the purpose of life was. He couldn't follow Krishna's order. But by submitting himself to Krishna and listening to Krishna and asking significant questions to Krishna, who answered him systematically, one after the other, Arjuna became convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that his real purpose in life is to follow Krishna's instructions. And by doing that, he became the great personality that we're talking about today. He was on this earth with Krishna 5,000 years ago. We're still talking about him. There's no other book in this world that's 5,000 years old. because the message or the answers that Krishna gave to Arjuna's quintessential questions, very important questions, clears the path of surrender to the Lord. And anyone who hears this submissively and attentively will also come to the same conclusion as Arjuna. Arjuna says, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavam, Purusham Sasvatam Divyam, Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. He says, Param Brahma, Krishna, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Param Dhamma, the supreme destination for all living entities. Pavitram, Paramam Bhavam, you are completely pure. You're not in any way influenced by the modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Pavitram, Paramam Bhavam, and your spiritual reality is the utmost goal of life. Purusham Sasvatam Divyam, you're a transcendental person, and you are above all ignorance and misconceptions. Adidevam Ajam Vibhum, you're the original personality of Godhead. You've never been born, and you never die, and you are the greatest of all. This is Arjuna's mature understanding of Krishna. So if we come to that understanding ourselves and completely purify our desires of all sense gratification, personal aggrandizement, and so forth, and simply surrender to the Lord through devotional service, bhakti yoga, this will be our last birth in the material world. We go back to Godhead. So therefore, it's very important that the spiritual aspect of Janmashtami is understood. And if we understand that spiritual, underpinning of the whole Janmashtami festival, then our life becomes auspicious. Every moment of our life is infused with love of Krishna, and all doubts and misgivings and hesitations go away, and we wholeheartedly engage in the service of the Lord. So when people come here Friday night, they'll be coming all day long, actually. We should present Krishna consciousness as it is. It's a huge family of loving devotees who are serving the Lord with unalloyed devotion. And that speaks louder than any words. Words, in a sense, don't have as much influence as acts. Acts of devotion, genuine devotion, of sharing, of helping, of being attentive. Now, usually we get a crowd up to 12,000 people in one night. Now, how are we going to handle such a crowd? Well, we have to handle it with love and devotion, just the same way that we handle the deities. So, first of all, there's the traffic. How do we handle the traffic? So, the peak hours are usually like 8 o'clock to 10:30. Where there could be a huge crowd, and the line could go all the way up to Skyline High School, or farther even. Now in that line there will be elderly persons, there might be pregnant women, there can be families with children, and we have a certain way to direct the traffic, but we need volunteers who are going to be chaperones to help people who have special needs. There are going to be people, they're elderly people, they can't wait in line 1 hour, slowly moving. And there'll be pregnant women, there'll be families with small children. Small children means, 1, 2 years old, or 3 years old. So we have to help those people come more quickly into the temple to have darshan, or to sit in the kirtans if they want to. So we need a certain number of chaperones. And that number should be at least 10 people. So you taking notes? Huh? Well, that doesn't mean people are going to listen to it. So we need at least 10 chaperones who will, first of all, give the little sheet of paper that explains a little bit about our Janmashtami festival and our goals that we want to achieve this year. Our goal is that we want to begin the work and hopefully finish the work of opening our new temple in Bellevue. If we begin the work, let's say at the end of September, the work should be finished by May or June, maybe sooner. And in order to do that, we want to raise at least $1 million. Now, we're not going to raise it all Janmashtami night. But there's a good chance we could raise $300,000 on Janmashtami night. I personally am donating $20,000. And Sham Mukunda is donating $30,000. So we have a $50,000, let's say, challenge. So anybody who gives, I mean, we at least we should have $100,000, right? Because it's going to be matched by the $50,000. And then we want to go past that. So in order to do that, there's a sheet of paper that explains we're welcoming everyone to Janmashtami, but also what our goal is as a first level or step towards being able to fund the outfitting of the new temple. The new temple is there. It's a building. It's in good shape, but we need to make a commercial kitchen and temple room and do everything that the city is asking us to do in order to get what's called an occupancy permit to move into the building and start our activities there. So if we, and you know, people have donated for this building previously in 2013 and 14, and we collected about $1.5 million and we bought the building. But now we have to update it to a temple, a commercial kitchen, and a restaurant and so forth. And to do that, it's going to cost some money. So this is our final push to open the Bellevue Temple. As we promised. It's taken 5 years to get all the permits to do that. You have to first get a change of use permit, and then you get a building permit, and if you do all the work, you get the occupancy permit, you move in, and you're ready to go. The same thing happened here. It took us 5 years to build this building also. So we need to need the chaperones who will be handing out the theme sheet of paper to everyone. They will also be helping pregnant women, elderly persons, and families with really small kids up to 3 years of age to go directly into the temple instead of waiting in the line so they can have darshan. And everyone else, when they're waiting in line, of course, there are many very wonderful things to see as they're moving along in the line. We have our cows, we have abhishekam. There's no abhishekam in the temple, it's taking place downstairs. And then you have Jula, and you have a kirtan stage, and there'll be kirtan going on outside. And then there's Julan, Krishna, this Julan will be outside. And then there's a beautiful display of Krishna and Balaram and baby Krishna with Nanda and Yasoda Mai. And then there's a beautiful altar of Balaji, Bhudevi, and Sri Devi. And then there's Govardhan, Parvat, and at each place there's some prasadam also for people if they want it. And then after Govardhan, there's Tulsi, Tulsi forest. Everyone can see Tulsi Devi and water her if they want. And after Tulsi, and get Tulsi water. Then after that, you have Ganga. After Ganga, you have Lord Shiva. And then you have, I think we're going to have also Damodara, Astakam. And then we have our book shop, and then our gift shop, and then one is ready to enter the temple and come upstairs and have darshan. So there's parikrama outside, with plenty of opportunity to be purified by the mercy of Krishna and the cows. We'll also have baby goats that we just purchased. And they're cute little babies. They're very affectionate little animals. So they're also going to be there. So it'll be like Vrindavan. And once people come upstairs, there's going to be the new outfit of the deities. It's going to be a fabulous vision, and there'll be kirtan going on continually. And then, of course, after the darshan, if people want to stay, they can. Or if they want to go downstairs, there's plenty of prasadam. A huge kitchen, court, and prasadam will be served, and tables, and chairs, and lighting. And so it's just a wonderful atmosphere, spiritual atmosphere. And I think usually everyone is very happy. We have to keep the line moving so that there's no stoppage, because people want to come and go, or some people want to stay the whole time. And it all comes up to midnight when there's the wonderful arti for the appearance of Krishna. Okay, so the theme, or what people should notice is the complete dedication of all the devotees and volunteers. It takes a large number of people to organize such a festival where 12,000 people come to this 1 acre of land, and all are going to go through the temple, all are going to be fed, all are going to have darshan and kirtan and all these different darshans downstairs. So it requires a large number of dedicated people to make this happen smoothly. And when people see a large group of devotees cooperating in such a way and making their temple visit very pleasant and uplifting and spiritually enthusiastic, that leaves a lasting impression. So we started cleaning the temple last week, and we were cleaning it again today, the complete outside. We were pressure washing everything. And so tomorrow, we're going to begin to set up all the displays. So we'll need help for that. And also, we're going to be prepping everyone for their service. So we have people cooking all day Friday. To cook for so many people, it takes all day cooking. So we need help in the kitchen. We need people in the temple Friday, greeting the guests that are going to come during the day. People will be coming all day long. And then at night, we're going to need everybody's help to keep the crowd moving comfortably and receiving all kinds of information. Now, are you preparing some posters? Yeah? You'll be able to get them done? Yeah, because each one of those displays that I just mentioned needs a poster. Okay, good. Huh? Okay, good. Very good. Also, we should have some kind of summary of Krishna's appearance. Something that we can hand to people up here. So they can take. Huh? Yeah, I've written something before. If you want, I can give it to you. You can look at it. We don't want to write a book, but just some short summary. And then the books, there's going to be 2 book tables outside, one on each side of where the people are in line going. They go around like this. So on both sides, there should be book tables. I'll show you where that's going to be. Is Radhika Gopinath going to be in town? Okay, good. And then, so who is going to make a list of all the different volunteers that we need and what services they're going to have? Huh? Where is he? There he is. Are you making a list of all the different volunteers and what services? Who? Oh, Radha Vinod, okay. No, wait a minute. Where is he? He should be here. Janmashtami is a fantastic opportunity to enlighten people about Krishna. That's the whole point. Not that they don't know anything about Krishna. Obviously, they wouldn't be coming if they didn't know about Krishna. But there's so much to know about Krishna. Lord Balaram, he has counted every atom in the universe, every grain of sand in the oceans, and all the different living entities. He's been able to count all those. But he hasn't been able to count all the pastimes of the Lord. In other words, the Lord's pastimes are so varied and so, let's say, voluminous, that it's more than all the sand in the world, all the atoms in the world. Hare Krishna, O Glory to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He hasn't been able to count all the pastimes of the Lord. That's how varied the Lord's pastimes are. So we should be able to talk about Krishna's pastimes, at least on Janmashtami. And each one of the booths, we have some devotees coming from Portland to man the Julan, because they had such a great time doing it last year. They wanted to come up again and celebrate it here, although they celebrate Janmashtami there also. But the Janmashtami here is wonderful if the devotees decide to be proactive about helping others understand about Krishna. So you have the Julan, you have Krishna Balaram, and Nanda and Yasoda Mai and baby Krishna. You have Balaji, Bhu Devi and Sri Devi. You have Govardhan. You have Ganga. You have Tulsi. And you have Damodarastakam and so forth. All these different booths. And we need people who know something about these booths to I mean, if you really want to do it right, you should have some little handout that you can give them about Tulsi, about Govardhan, about Ganga, about the cows, about every one of these booths, so that they have something they can go home with that'll remind them, that, all these different pastimes of the Lord. So, we know who's going to man the book booths. Who wants to man the Govardhan booth? Last year, I think it was Daniel. Of course, he was a brand new devotee at that time. And then, see, the Govardhan booth if people want to, they can circumambulate it and receive a little bit of prasadam, halva prasadam, from that booth. So is there anybody? So in other words, when you man a booth, that means you'll be there most of the evening and offering people opportunity to get the mercy of Govardhan or the mercy of Tulsi, etc., and getting a little bit of either Tulsi water or halva, Govardhan booth, and do a very short Ganga puja, the Ganga booth, and so forth. Every booth there is some opportunity for people to get the mercy of the Lord. That is, by the time they get into the temple, they've already been purified by all the darshans, and of course there's abhishekam also going on downstairs. So if you count all these different booths, there's great opportunities for service. So anybody want to be connected to Govardhan booth? Daniel's not here right now, so even if he's there, still, each booth requires two people, because sometimes someone has to go to the bathroom or somebody has to do something. So you have to have two people in every booth. Any volunteers? Huh? Okay, which one would you like to be? Anything, okay. So you can be in Govardhan with Daniel, okay? Anybody else? So now after that, well, you have the cow booth and the goats. So and we have a handout for that booth. But you have to know something about the cows. Anybody would like to be in a cow booth? That means you're going to be there. You're going to tell the name of the cows. There'll be a mother and a daughter, and you can talk about our farm and ahimsa milk, A2 milk, and the importance of cow protection, protecting Gomata. Anybody? Okay, let's assign some people. Prabhuji, you want to do? Okay, Prabhuji here. Now, you can't just stand there. You have to actually talk to the people. And little kids will want to pet them and so forth, or feed them. Feeding the cow is a big thing. We won't be giving them bananas all night because they'll get sick. But they can give them some grass. So you have to have the grass ready. I mean, the hay has to be ready. Okay, and they have to pet them safely. In other words, the kids can't stick their head into the fencing and get it knocked off by the cow. Okay. All right, so then after the cow booth, you have the abhishekam. So abhishekam usually, who's that? Radhapati is manning the booth, but there's two abhishekams going on simultaneously. So we need two pujaris, plus you need at least one other person who's directing the traffic and explaining the importance of abhishekam. Anybody want to do that? Here's your chance. Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, write his name down. So then after, Manohar. Okay. Did he say he wanted to do that? Okay. So, what? Huh? No, it'd be for Radha and Krishna. Okay, so then next, well, we have a Kirtan stage, so that'll be taken care of. And then Julan is being taken care of by Lakshmi from Portland and her husband. And then we have Krishna Balaram and baby Krishna with Nanda and Yasoda. So that is, and so people will be able to take a picture there. Krishna Balaram will be not on the stage, but down lower, where people can take a picture with their family. And then above them will be baby Krishna with Nanda and Yasoda. So we need at least 2 people there. Prabhu, you want to? Okay, yeah. Krishna Balaram, and then behind them is baby Krishna with Nanda and Yasoda. So Prabhuji is going to help out at that. But that means you have to stay there, right? And, okay. And then Balaji Booth is being taken care of by Yasoda Dalal and others. So now we come to Govardhan. We have someone for Govardhan, okay, right? And then after Govardhan is Tulsi. We should have a lady in charge of Tulsi's booth. So do we have any ladies? Who's going to take care of Tulsi? That means that, people can water Tulsi. We should have at least 4 or 5 Tulsis so that everybody doesn't water the same Tulsi all night long. We have to have multiple Tulsis. And, okay, you want to try that? Okay. All right. And now, if you're in charge of the booth, you can also get other people to help you, right? You have to talk to people and get them to help you. You need at least 2 or 3 people in each booth, right? Okay, so after Tulsi, we have Ganga. Who would like to take care of Ganga Devi and help people? So in the Ganga booth, if I'm not mistaken, there's like a fountain of water coming down into a basin. Huh? Yeah. So usually, huh? Make what? Who's that? Mike? He was there last year? He was taking a bath in it or what? He was in it, right? He was helping. No, he's not. I mean, yeah, he can help out, but no, you need someone who can speak and who is, a lover of Ganga Devi. See, so Harkipuri Bridge, if you go there, Haridwar, they have a little Ganga Puja there. And then we should have some Ganga water for everyone, to have a little bit of Ganga water. So we have to buy some Ganges water from Mayuri or one of those stores to give that to the people. So who wants to be in charge of Ganga? Okay, Prabhu, you're in charge of Ganga. What? Okay, you'll get somebody. You need at least 2, 3 people, right? Okay, so after Ganga, we have you have Gopi Soares Shiva. Huh? No. Huh? You're making one poster? No, but no, Lord Shiva has to be next door. You can't combine them. You can't combine them. I mean, the Ganga display itself is not made to be combined with Shiva. It has to be next door. And it has to be dressed up as Gopishwara Shiva, and there has to be a lingam, small lingam in front of him, as we do it here. And everyone get a chance to put some milk on the linga. So who is going to do that? Okay, so you're going to find someone? You find someone to do Lord Shiva? Huh? We'll find someone. Huh? Okay. Then after that is the Damodar Ashtakam. And it's a great chance to recite or chant the Damodar Ashtakam all night long. You go back to Godhead if you do that. We can recruit some of the kids also, the teenagers. All right. Oh, here's a volunteer right here. Huh? Okay. You walked in just at the right time for you. Ganga Devi. You can get your wife to help you. There's so many ladies. We have to recruit some ladies. Where are they? Huh? Okay, so, and then there's the shop. So I think that covers most of the displays. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Okay. So get some of the teenagers also involved. Okay. So now, the fundraising booth is going to be right here in this corner. So all the traffic comes like this. They have darshan, and they have to come over here. There's no hundi boxes anywhere. The hundi box is going to be on two big tables here, and all this furniture has to be out of here. And people have the swipers and everything, and the computer and so forth. Okay, so the main thing is the cooperation of the devotees, because when you see a large group of people cooperating and acting very, very humbly and dedicated, that impresses people, because it's hard to get people to cooperate sincerely. So we hope. So the main thing is that we need people to man the food booths. Now, some of our best volunteers are not going to be here because they're going to India. So, in the food booths, we have cooking pakoras, we have serving prasadam. Well, by the way, what happened? Where is Mr. Captain Paramananda? Where is he? Huh? He's at home. He's watching online? So, okay. So he has to be involved in the food distribution. He's the captain. We're going to promote him to lieutenant. Okay. And then, Subhash, you're going to be in the food booths? What? Okay. How are you going to manage it? Yeah, but that's not managing it. You were not here, so I discussed this already. We're giving special attention to pregnant women, elderly persons, and families with children, with small children, up to 3 years old. They should, if they want, they should be able to have access directly to coming into the darshan. They have to be chaperoned. You need a whole group of chaperones. We need 10 chaperones, because you'll be handing out the fundraising sheet to everyone, but while they're waiting in line so they can look at it. And you're going to keep your eye out for whoever's elderly, pregnant women, and families with very small children. And you give them a chance to come directly without everybody else following them, right? Yeah. And because you have to let everyone know there's only Abhishekam downstairs. So if they want to have Abhishekam of Krishna, it's downstairs, and you have to go through the line, right? And then also you have to make sure the line is moving, not getting stuck too much anywhere, even though there's so many darshans. So that's a big job. That's a big job. Yeah. Okay. You have a list of volunteers, Prabhu? Which are? Parking? Well, we have the person that comes every Sunday, 1 or 2 men come every Sunday. Are they going to be here? Better find out. Where is he? Okay, so can you go through your list of volunteers? Let me see. $33? For what? Okay. Outside. Okay. What? Yeah. Okay. But that's not the day of Janmashtami, is it?
We can engage some related stuff here.
What are they doing?
We don't have right now anything predefined. Welcome service maybe you can engage in distributing the pamphlets or asking for donation maybe.
Well, they have to have a meeting with me.
How many are there?
Who are
6 people are available for that.
Who are they? You have their names?
Harivilas Maharaj.
Huh? Okay.
Client management के जो 10 लोग हैं इसमें
So when you have a booth like that, you have to make a small sheet of paper with an explanation who is Gopi Soares, Krishna, Shiva. All right? Okay, I know, you have the poster, but you also have to have a small little paper with the explanation of who he is. And what is his pastime. What? Can I send it to you? Okay. So same goes for Ganga, same goes for Govardhan, same. So you can actually hand people a small little piece of paper with some explanation. Now they don't have to take it, or they may take it, but you should have it besides the poster. So you have the name of those 6 people? That, huh? What's Sanskrit going to do? What's your service, Sanskrit? Well, okay. You want to be in a Damodar Astakam booth? You can be singing Damodar Astakam. Not all night, but several, 4 or 5 times at a night, during the night. The more enthusiastic devotees people see, the more happy they're going to be. The more enthusiastic devotees people see, the more they'll be happy. Someone in charge of Damodar Astakam, they're chanting, they're explaining who Damodar is and what that celebration is, the importance of it, and just talking to people. When you go to, like, when I went to Tirupati, there was one man, he's a Brahmin, his family's been there for many, many generations, and he talks about Ananta Alvar, who was sent to Tirupati by Ramanujacharya to take care of it, right? So he walked there from Srirangam with his wife, who was pregnant. Then they walked all the way up the mountain, and he dug a pond so that they could catch rainwater, and he grew flowers, and basically he made that place, he became the pujari there, and he dedicated his whole life to it. So this man is in that line, he's a descendant, and he has pictures of Ananta Dev and his wife and stories that they had with Balaji, and he was so enthusiastic, and he does that every day. So we should, you should own this service. If you have this service, you should own it and become enthusiastic about it and talk to people. Okay. So do we have the 6 names? What are you going to do, Prabhu? Yeah, we're talking about Janmashtami, right? We're not talking about Radhastami, we're talking about Janmashtami. What? Okay, well, he's in Govardhan. You have to keep your eye on outside. Very good. What do you mean you don't know? What does that mean? Do they know? Oh, okay. Okay. So what are they doing now? They what? Where are they going to be? Where are they going to do that? Downstairs. Okay. Well, we should have a VIP entrance. Well, it should be through Santa Sita Hall. So that means whoever's going to do that service, you have to make a pathway that's clean and, they shouldn't be stepping over boxes and things, right? they walk all the way around here and they go in. These are people like pregnant women, elderly people, and families with very small children. Huh? Yeah. But they have to be accompanied by somebody. You could use the elevator also. If they go through the main, well, okay, you can try that. Okay. I don't know. Do you have a coordinator for all the? But can you communicate with each other? There's going to be a lot of people here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Why? Look, we don't have enough room for 2 lines. Are you going to keep those chairs there? Or are you going to take them away? Where are you going to put them? Okay. How about these chairs? They're going to stay there? Okay. Okay. So you have a big list of volunteers. Right? So who's doing the pakoras? Well, let's say Manoj, or he's not here. He's in India. Okay. So Raj and Sarita and all this. Okay. What time do we start serving? Well, I mean, what's his name? We already started, and today, but you have to ask Janavatsal. I mean, most people are working tomorrow, right? Or yeah, so Janavatsal will start early in the morning. I'll be helping. My friend Rihari will be helping, right? And then volunteers will come later in the afternoon. But hopefully, I mean, we brought most of the equipment now, and we'll start setting it up, and the displays, lighting. Yeah, there's a lot of work. A lot of work. $9:30 what? Uh-huh. Who you're serving to? Yes. Okay. That's all? What? What's in the thali? Okay. How about water? I have to make sure there's water also. Okay. Have we forgotten anything? I'm sure we have. Huh? All the fundraising is right here. It's going to be right here in this corner. Yeah. Because it's much better to do it right here. Yeah. Yes. And we're not going to have any hundi boxes over there. All the hundi boxes will be over here. Yes. Yes. Let's see if it works. What? What? Yeah, it doesn't really work. I don't. Did they do anything? After prasadam. We can have a booth. There should be a lot of hundis in front of all these booths outside. Okay. What? There's Vidya. From who? From who? Wait a minute, I can't hear two people at once. Who did you get from? Oh, nice. Is he going to come on Janmashtami?
Yes.
Great.
He gave immediately $1,000. He was just taking Ramanujan books. And I asked for some donation to the master. He gave $1,000. And $1,000 he will match with my message.
Haribo. He's our best avatar. Huh? Yeah? Haribo. So we're going to keep the, on the board, on the screen? Okay. Okay. Everybody has to be generous. We have to reach $300,000. $300,000. No, and $300,000 because we have to give at least that much to the construction company to begin the work. Have you read the pamphlet they were okay, well, you'll read it. You'll see what it is. Yeah. Okay, if there's anything else we want to discuss? Yeah, people become generous on Janmashtami, so we should encourage them to donate for our, because we're going to open up our new temple. That's the whole point. And it's going to cost up to $1.5 million. So we need to give our construction company at least $300,000 in the beginning, so they start the work. And if we can raise that, anyway, I'm giving $20,000, and I think Sham Mukund is giving, I think, $30,000. So. Huh? Yeah. You see, so everyone should be very generous. Okay, thank you very much. So we will take rest now and get ready for Janmashtami. Hari Bol. Janmashtami Mahotsava ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. We're going to move it up a little bit. Yeah, here and outside. Yeah. We have to get all this furniture out of here. I'm going to be here all the time. I'm not going to be outside. I'm going to be the MC of the program. I'm going to be here the whole time in speaking to the people. Well, who's going to distribute? You wanted to know who's going to distribute books. Okay.
Because books will go naturally, because everybody will donate. Like today, like 2 buckets I have on Krama, just giving them.
Well, wait a minute. We can't. I thought you wanted to have a book table.
We usually do it there. Me and Radhika Vikram Prabhu, where he talks about the book, we ask for donation.
No. It happens here. Okay, you go talk to Vidya. All the donation things are going to happen here now, not there. You don't get much there anyway. There's so much of a crowd, you can't even talk to people. They're all going to come here, and they all have to go here.
And then we can be here.
Well, go talk to him right now. Mr. Surya. Haribol.
Because unless you want us to do donation now, but if it is there, then we want to do. Me and Radhika will.
It's hard to get donations downstairs.
Yes, so then we will get one.
Yeah.
We don't want books. But we need some books still to give out. When somebody is giving $1,000 or $100, so then they want something tangible.
Okay, just talk to him right now.